Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video on this channel. Today we are going to be talking about the phenomenon Katseye, their Grammy nomination and their new song called Internet Girl, which, like everything this group does, has sparked a lot of discussion. Here's when I talk about each topic in case there is a specific one you're interested in. So let's get started.
Fucking gnarly.
Gnarly.
Don't talk to me. You're gnarly. I'm not.
Katseye is definitely a group that has smashed it these past few months. They are everywhere. They are very famous, and honestly I love that a group like this is leading the charts, but there are some points I would like to touch on regarding that, but not without first making clear that this video is not against them. It's also not that I'm saying anything against the members, but there are many people who hear someone say something negative about how the group is managed and think that the members are being attacked, when that is not the case. I have to say that I find the success they have very surprising. I knew they were going to be a big hit, but they have exceeded all my expectations. What does surprise me is that they were nominated for a Grammy, not for Best New Artist, because I completely agree with that, although I don't know if they will win because there is a lot of competition this year with Olivia Dean, Alex Warren, Somber and the other artists who have had a lot of popularity. My issue is with their nomination for Gabriella in the category of Best Pop Duo Group Performance. Honestly, I think they have a very good chance because it is a really strong performance. But if we talk about the performance itself, Gabriella is not top 5 of the best performances this year. And if any Katseye song were going to be nominated for Best Performance, it would obviously be Gnarly. Gabriella is my favorite song from their discography, but to be honest, their performance is not that impressive. I could name 10 other K-pop songs that have better performances, and that is the problem. Niche genres like K-pop are often overlooked at the Grammys, and they nominated a group with clear K-pop connections for their performance, but it is far behind many other groups. Because yes, as unbelievable as it seems, K-pop is a niche for most people. Even if you like Korean music, it's a very particular taste, and even though there are artists that are known to everyone, it's hard for them to be considered, and the fact that they nominated Gabriella for its performance when in the general K-pop scene it doesn't stand out, says a lot. Gnarly would be something I would seriously consider, but taking into account that they also nominated APT, when clearly its appeal is not performative, it says a lot about how serious the Grammys are. I think they have a tremendous amount of talent, and if they do things well, they can go very far because clearly there is a lack of a global reference girl group. It's a space that no one has really occupied for many years, and Katseye could be that group. Now talking about their new song Internet Girl.
Izukini. Do you read me?
It hasn't been officially released yet, but they have performed it at several concerts and uploaded videos to YouTube, so it's only a matter of time before it comes out digitally. It's a very different song, and in my opinion, once again, it doesn't fully meet expectations, although it is true that I said the same about Gnarly, a song I personally don't like and find the repetition a bit tiring, but it has grown on me a little, even though I would never go listen to it voluntarily. It's obvious that with this more experimental song they have tried to replicate the success of Gnarly, although I think this time it's not going to work for several reasons. The first is that at the beginning, nobody liked Gnarly. I know that now the comments will be filled with people saying, I understood it from the start, I liked it from day one, but the truth is that the majority of people didn't really get the vibe, myself included. I even made a video sharing my opinion and the general comments agreed with me. Then the performances started coming out and people's opinions began to change because when they perform the song, they elevate it tremendously and make it truly worth listening to. I feel that without this powerful choreography, Gnarly wouldn't have had the success it clearly has today. With Internet Girl, I feel it's not going to have the same impact because even though it's a different song that more or less follows the steps of Gnarly, I think it doesn't have a choreography as striking nor a viral factor as Big. In my opinion, there's nothing that really stands out, no dance move, no lyric. The only part I've seen people repost is the emoji part.
Do you read me? Like the emoji?
Not even the chorus has gone viral, which I thought had some potential, but it hasn't really connected. A viral K-pop song usually has a melody or hook you can hum after one listen, bold lyrics that people quote, or a dance move everyone wants to try. Here, the rhythm feels flat, the lyrics feel forced rather than clever, and the choreography isn't memorable enough to spark trends. That's why it doesn't stick in your head like Gnarly does. It seems like I'm making a video defending gnarly even though I don't really like it, but the point I want to make is that Internet Girl is not a gnarly 2.0, because I've seen a lot of people saying this song is like a continuation of gnarly, when in my opinion it's not. Speaking of this, I think it was a mistake on Hybe's part to release a song so different in terms of lyrics from gnarly, because gnarly is bold, it's fun, it's chaotic, but the lyrics of this song feel childish, something that doesn't really match the vibe of their previous songs, because even Debut or Touch have a bubbly vibe, but not childish per se. Maybe this is just my perception.
Haven't you heard I'm the internet girl? Every picture of me is on my god is her. Do you read me? Like the emoji? What's the word? What's the word? I'm the internet girl. 10 out of 10, yes, not maybe. That's just how my mama made me.
But I find lines like 10 out of 10, yes, not maybe, that's just how my mama made me very strange. For me it tries to be quirky, but I can only imagine for older executives sitting in a room trying to figure out how to connect with Katseye's mostly teenage audience, and the only things they come up with are this and do you read me, like the emoji. I completely understand that they want to continue making fun, nonsensical songs, because even if it's not what I like, I understand it's what works for them, but once you're doing this style, go all the way, it feels like they stopped halfway. The rhythm also feels pretty weak to me, it doesn't stick in your head, and I get that repetition is necessary for this type of song, but I just can't stand it. The only part that feels catchy to me is the chorus, all the rest I don't even remember the melody, and they repeat it so many times. Overall, I don't like it at all. I also understand that I'm not their audience, I lean more towards songs like Gabriella and Debut. Even though experimental songs aren't really my favorite, I get why Katseye wants to try new things and push boundaries. I've already talked about how that can be a smart move, even if it doesn't always land for me. What excites me most is the potential they have to become that global reference girl group that's been missing for years. Now let's talk about the two big controversies they've had these past weeks, and whether I think they're going to affect them. First we have Daniela's comments during a live where she claimed another nationality.
I don't know, some of y'all are still figuring it out, but I'm also German. I'm like super German actually, but I don't speak it. Like Mano is like super German, and obviously like she speaks the language, but I feel like people don't know that.
I honestly think that's a very American thing to do, saying you're from a place just because your great-great-grandfather lived there for 2 years. Maybe it's a very European way of thinking on my part, but you're basically from where you're born. Obviously there are nuances, like if your parents are from a certain country, or if you move when you're really young, but there's a difference between what's reasonable and what's not, and above all you shouldn't say you're super German when you don't even speak German. It comes off as disrespectful to me, but what felt even more inappropriate was the explanation her mother tried to give when people mentioned that Daniela is barely Latina and is fully American, without even addressing that she is clearly not Italian nor Spanish, nor German. Her mother posted a TikTok saying, "I am her mom." No, it's confusing. She was born in the USA, but her roots are pure Caribbean and Latina, raised with our Cuban culture from my side and the Venezuelan traditions from her father's side. Our entire family comes from Cuba, and her father grew up in Venezuela, where his whole family descends from European immigrants, Germans and Spanish, just like so many families across Cuba, Colombia, Argentina, and Venezuela who arrived in the Great Migration waves after World War II. With that she makes it clear that the Europeans were the grandparents, which I'm sorry, but does not make you European at all. I've seen a lot of Americans say things like this, so there's no need to tear her apart, but I do think what she keeps saying is simply not accurate. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being from just one place. Claiming nationalities you don't actually have is the problem. There has also been controversy around Lara, who said that Will from Stranger Things looked hot in one scene.
Stranger Things is a cinematic masterpiece. And Will looks so hot. Like, he looks so hot in that last scene. I'm like, period. You're giving.
Will is played by Noah Schnapp, who has publicly supported Israel several times, and because of that people are now saying Lara is a Zionist. When please someone explain to me how that makes any sense. This habit of weaponizing such a serious conflict just to attack someone you already dislike is disgusting. Lara was talking about a fictional character, and it honestly makes me laugh that the same people who act morally superior and claim this is indirectly supporting Zionism are writing those comments on Twitter. a platform owned by Elon Musk, who is also a Zionist, and using the app gives him direct profit, unlike a random comment about a Stranger Things character thrown into the air. They are also throwing hate at Sophia for this.
And Danny goes, "Oh my gosh, Yinche, you don't know lottery?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I don't know. What is lottery?" And Sophia was like, she probably knows if you say it in like Korean accent.
Even though she was actually right that very strong accents can make it harder for a non-native speaker to understand someone, and adapting speech slightly to match their rhythm can help. I understand the comment was not the best choice of words, but I guess it comes from how close they are. All these controversies are things I genuinely do not think will affect their popularity at all, since in the end they are minor situations and any reasonable person would not stop listening to them over this. Although there are many people attacking them on Twitter, I really do not believe that is the right way to act, but I am sure that once they release more songs, people will forget all of this, as they should.
And this has been all. I hope you like it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did. It would help me a lot. See ya.